Welcome back, Muffin. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That is okay.
It's okay. So, um, well, first off, congratulations.
Thank
And
you. Thank you.
second, um, let's get started with the questions. It's obviously a very kind of more straightforward series. So,
Yeah.
first game on Ohana. It's pretty nice back and forth Ling battle. So, give us your
Yeah.
thoughts on that one.
So there's two things about Ohana. The first thing is it's pretty narrow map, so it's like really long distances. So Overlord scouts are usually like it takes a lot longer for that first Overlord to be able to scout the natural for a base. I don't usually scout in ZVZ because if I see if he cheeses me, I'm confident enough in my opener that I can defend it. So all of the talk during the game was just like silly banter. But then like once my overlord got and I saw that there was no natural, I threw down his spine. Unfortunately, it was a few seconds late, but I was able to get Ling production up well enough to stop it. But yeah, and then after that it was just Ling Bane Ling control. I had a saturated first base and then a couple of drones at my natural. So I was just eking ahead and I was trading evenly with him in those engagements. So you're absolutely right. It was pretty straightforward game one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have to say that first defense was top notch. I mean, well, I was kind of
Oh,
worried
thank you.
for you when the spine crawler wasn't down in time, but that didn't seem
Oh,
to
yeah.
matter too much with the drones and the queens there. It was looking real scary there for a second though.
Yeah, the
So.
really nice thing about that is I canceled the spine crawler right before it finished because
Hmm.
so like sort of my rule of thumb is whenever they are doing really early aggression like that and my first spine crawler is in the red before it finishes, I always cancel it.
Right.
And then that gets me an extra set of lings because I went for that early natural, so I have a little bit of a larva advantage over him.
Hmm.
So it's not just like money wise, but then also larvas is the like 4/3 source for Zerg. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Thank you very much though.
Hmm.
All right. As far as that last game is concerned, I mean it's a pretty straightforward one. The only variations that I remember on that is that you will often see like an early spine crawler that sometimes goes with that if you
Mm,
watch a lot of old Korean replays.
yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and maybe for anybody who's say recently encountered that in ladder has no idea how to deal with it,
Yes.
run somebody through what you do when somebody pulls all their drones and attacks you.
Okay, so there's two things when I see that. First is, oh, is he six pulling me? So I always look for the lings going with the drones. If there aren't any lings, it usually is just a drone all in. And so the most important thing when you're doing that is my spawning pool wasn't done yet. So there's two thoughts. One is, do I have enough money to get a queen out? No. Well, then I just plan on spending that first 50 minerals for a set of lings.
Hmm.
Then the second most important thing is getting a surround because by the time his drones arrive at your base, if he has some drones back at his own base to like just in case his push fails, he has a shred of an economy left then you have the drone advantage. So it's always important to get the surround. If he gets a good surround, then he can deal vital damage. But in that case, you just grab a small group of drones and click on a mineral patch to move them through the enemy drones in order to get the surround. And then with those two things, then you can like clean up those pushes. If it were a six pool with two drones to make two spine crawlers, the most important thing is that that you cancel your natural expansion. Then with that, you build 1 to 2 spine crawlers in your own mineral patch, not near his spine crawlers, but behind your own hatchery. This keeps your mineral line alive. And because he pulled those two drones and six pooled, you have the mineral advantage. So you wait for two queens, wait for lings, and then you can shut down the six pool and take your natural expansion. And then you will still be at an economic advantage over him.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boom.
pretty well thought out there. Yeah, you got that
Oh,
handled, huh?
thank you. Yeah.
Didn't expect that much information. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I like Zerg.
Yeah, I could tell. Very passionate. That's good. You got to
Oh,
know your
thank you.
race, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Well, thank you very much for playing, good sir.
Yeah.
Obviously, your next match with Case would be a best of 5. So we'll see how things go for that one. As far as the rest of this evening is concerned, we have no more matches for tonight. We do have at least two, I believe, for tomorrow. I don't think Monosaurus versus Cujax is going to be necessarily one of them. I still have to find out about that one. Oxygen versus Virgilius, however, will happen at 7 p.m. PST tomorrow, and maybe another match. We'll see. I will find out next time I check my email, actually, probably. And on Sunday, we have ASAL versus Shadver at 5 and Probe versus Fade at 7. So I'll see you guys back for those. Have a nice evening.
Good night.
See ya.
Shout out to Morning Domes.